As a company, we've been going well, we're in our 96th year now. Empress Coaches, we're the longest continually operating independent in, well, I think the south coast of England. Recent years, the business has changed a lot since COVID. We've got a small fleet of vehicles, 6 modern, we've got a vintage coach, and we also have a hearse limousine that we operate. We do quite a bit of work, local private hire, stuff for groups and club societies, but also we do from time to time get involved in the world of film. The most recent one, of course, is Bridget Jones. Yeah, we had a call from the film company, I think it was about April time last year. They were very interested in hiring one of the coaches from us. I thought it would be our classic coach, our little 1967 Bedford. That's always popular for film work. But it wasn't. It was actually our modern 33-seat coach they wanted. The livery was of interest to them. So we had a call initially to go up to Elstree Studios and up there for the day. They checked the coach out, they liked it, went round the whole thing, put up some runners alongside to sort of check camera angles, things like that. And the next call we had when it was agreed they wanted it was to go up to Hampstead in London. And we had a day up there filming. That was all the exterior scenes outside the fictitious Galsworthy House School. So that was good fun. That's when I got to meet Renee for the first time. She was, yeah, she was lovely, really nice lady. And funny enough, when she introduced herself, she jumped on the coach. Hi, I'm Renee, and I jokingly said, "Oh, hi, I'm Steve." I said, "I'm your coach driver," and she laughed. And I think she thought I was one of the actors. I don't think she realised I actually was the coach driver. That was a good start. That was funny. But we did all the scenes that were needed there at this location. Funny enough, it wasn't very far away with the school. It was actually a school. It was half term, so they were using it for the filming because obviously the kids were off. But interestingly, just down the road from where we were filming was where they filmed the early scenes for the Railway Children. Uh, that 1970 film where there was the family in London there. So that was quite interesting. We were quite close in location. I went there to look at the area there. But the next time we were needed was up in Cumbria, where they were filming up in the Lake District. That was good fun, lovely locations. We had a very early start one day. We were filming up on the Kirkstone Pass, where they wanted me to try and drive as fast as I could up and down the Kirkstone Pass, again, the scenery was fantastic. They'd hired a helicopter from London that had come up, and that was sort of flying overhead, sort of swooping down and around to get the scene that they needed there. The child actors could only work restricted times, so for that part of the filming, they used a lot of dummies that were all set up in the coach. We set them up the night before inside, so it all looked like there's a coachload of school kids and for the film work. After that, we cut to a different location, and there's the scene where I actually get my speaking part, and that was good fun as well because we got to work with Renee and Gewettel, if I pronounced his name correctly. Lovely actors, and we filmed the scene, which, funny enough, they didn't even say to me the cue to say the scene. It was only when they were doing their first take, and the actors looked at me and said, and I thought, oh, this is it. It's my speaking part. So again, there was about 27 takes they wanted to get it from all different angles. It's surprising how much film that they do take just to make sure they get that one little bit that they want, which is seconds, isn't it? When we'd finished filming up on the Kirkstone Pass, because we'd started early in the morning, we got everything we wanted, but of course traffic is a tourist area, so the traffic starts to build up. We got down to the bottom of the pass, and some of the crew were in a pub car park there where they wanted to sort of get the extras off the coach. And that left me with the dummies on board. And the props people said, before you disappear to the next location, they said, we need the wigs off the dummies. So basically, they thought, don't let them get ruined where they're going to be transported to next before they come off the coach. Then the child actors would then eventually be on the coach, and we're doing the filming for the last sort of scenes where they're all jumping up and down on board the coach. That was great laugh too. So I'm left on the coach now with a coach load of dummies, all children, and they're all bald. We've got off I've gone off down the road now to get myself to the next location, and sure enough, I'd barely got out onto the lane. So a coach comes the other way, and we're caught up together. And the other driver sort of put his coach into the side as much as he could, and I thought, well, I'll have to squeeze through. And of course, as I'm trying to inch past the other coach, I've got a whole coach load of holiday makers looking at me, and all I've got is a coach load of bald dummies on board, which looks a bit weird really, but luckily it didn't have our logo on it. It said Callsworthy House and all the logos, so I thought they'll have to soak that one up, thinking, what the hell is this? It just looks strange. But there you go, that's the sort of thing that happens in film work. Anything goes, doesn't it?